Hey everybody, praise on your porch, praise on your porch, praise on your porch, praise on your porch, praise on your porch right now. Hey, praise on your porch. Oh yeah, praise on your porch. Oh yeah, praise on your porch, praise on your porch, praise on your porch right now. Hey everybody, sorry I'm a little late. But hey everybody, tell me what God's been doing in you. Tell me what He's been doing, because I'm here to celebrate. Yes, I'm here to celebrate. Yes, I'm here to celebrate. What am I celebrating? I am celebrating my King, my King, my King. I'm celebrating my King, my King, my King. I'm celebrating my King, my King, my King. He's worthy, worthy. Oh yeah, He's worthy, He's worthy, worthy. Oh yes, He's worthy. You're worthy, worthy. Oh yes, you're worthy, 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 you're worthy, worthy. Oh yes, you're worthy. Woo! Isn't He just so worthy? I just love Him so much. Hey, thanks so much everybody for coming up in Wiesbaden and coming on up here on my porch. And I forgot my glasses. I did. I forgot them. Hey, Elizabeth, have a great night.
Thank you.
Thank you. And so anyway, so if I have to read anything, I'm going to have to be like, I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll get out my phone. But anyway, hey, so I just wanted to share with you that mountains, they're still being moved. Strongholds are still being loosed. And God is still believable. We can still see the movement of the Lord. And wonders are still what God does, and bodies are still being raised, and giants are still being slayed, and God is still believable. And yes, we can see Him moving, and wonders are still what He does. And that healing also comes when He moves. Miracles happen when He moves. And there are many other things that happen because, oh, sugar, I forgot that in the house as well. So anyway, hey, God is on the move. And I'm hoping that you're on the move with Him too. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Let's do that, shall we? Yes, yes, yes. Alrighty. I'm just going to keep that there. So mountains are still being moved. Strongholds are still being loosed. God, we believe it. Oh yes, we can see that wonders are still what You do. Yes, mountains are still being moved. Strongholds are still being loosed. God, we can see. Yes, we believe that wonders are still what You do. We are here for You. Come and do what You do. Set our hearts on You. Come and do what You do, because we need a move. We need a move. We need a move. We need a move. And you know, last night, guys, we were talking about moving, weren't we? We were talking about moving away from tables that we shouldn't be sitting at, that we shouldn't be eating at. tables of gluttony, tables of pornography, tables of adultery, tables of lust, table of selfishness and gossip, and God's just asking us just to take a move, that he's on the move, and he's just asking us to move away from that table. And there was just such a strong anointing on that move. And for those of you who said, yes, I'm moving away, and you did move away, you turned away from that, I just celebrate you right now. And I know that God has celebrated you. And he just brought me to another verse today in 1 Samuel 20, and it's really super neat, guys. I'm just like, when I'm reading the Bible and stones or rocks are talked about, and now tables, they're just really, they're meaning a whole lot to me right now. And I'm just thinking about the song. I never thought of the song, We Need a Move. I never thought about it, that sometimes we need a move, but God is actually asking us to move. I need you to move. You know, God's asking us, will you move away from those tables? Will you move away from those tables of those things that you've been having as delicacies, and move and just turn and reposition yourself to another table and sit here at this table. You can sit down, and you can sit down and you can enjoy, and you don't ever have to get up from this table. You know, and so I'm just like, I'm just gonna, we are here for you, come and do what you do. We are here for you, come and do what you do, 'cause we need a move. Yes, we need a move. We know you need us to move. So God, we say we'll move, because mountains are still being moved, and strongholds are still being loosed. And God, we believe it. Oh yes, we can see that wonders are still what you do, and bodies are still being raised, and giants are still being slain. And God, we believe it. Oh yes, we can see that wonders are still what you do, and bodies are still being raised, giants are still being slain. God, we believe it. Oh yes, we can see that wonders are still what you do. And we are here for you, come and do what you do. We are here for you, come and do what you do, 'cause we need your move. Yes, we need your move. Can you hear God saying to you, I need you to move from this table to that table. I need you to move from here to there. All you gotta do is just a move, just a move. Just turn your head to there. Hey, I need you to move. I need you to move. Hey, so there's this story, and you guys might remember Jonathan and David, how devoted they were to one another. They just loved each other and adored each other so incredibly much. Well, Saul had raised himself up. He just really got nutty, didn't he? You know, without God, sometimes that can be what happens. But Saul just was like, he was fixed on killing David. He really was. And Jonathan just had no idea. He really didn't, but David did. David had the foreshadowing, and David had the discernment, the intuition that Saul wanted to kill David. And so when David mentioned that to Jonathan, he's like, no way, my dad tells me everything. I don't think so. David didn't argue with him. He did not argue with him at all. He just said, okay, all right, but at the table, I usually go for the feast, and can you just say that I'm not there, and I'm just out and about or something like that? Those aren't exact words. That's Wendi personified, Wendi amplified. So anyway, so Jonathan's like, yeah, okay, all right, not a problem, so Jonathan's like, yeah, that's no problem. But here's a really neat twist to the story before I get to the table part, because it says that Jonathan made David reaffirm his vow of friendship again. And isn't that interesting that Jonathan made David reaffirm his vow to him? And so it's like, I was really surprised, because I would think that David would want Jonathan to reaffirm his vow to David, but it wasn't. It was Jonathan saying, hey, will you just, it wasn't this, but hey, will you still be my friend? I just really want to know that you're my friend, David. I just really need to know that. And David's like, yeah, absolutely. Because Jonathan loved David as much as he loved himself. Jonathan loved David that much. And I thought that was so interesting that Jonathan made David affirm his vow of friendship, though Saul was trying to kill David. I would think that Jonathan would want David to reaffirm his vow to him. And it is interesting that David never once asked Jonathan to reaffirm his vow to him, ever. David didn't need that reassurance. David knew in his heart that Jonathan was solid. But Jonathan just wanted to make sure. So you got to know that there was some stuff that Jonathan grew up with, some deceit that Jonathan grew up with, that maybe he was sensing what his father had done, that he knew his father was going to abandon him. He didn't know his father was going to throw a spear at him later just for being disobedient or just telling him the truth of his situation. He was throwing spears at him and stuff. But it's just so, I just thought that was so interesting that David didn't need affirmation from Jonathan, but Jonathan did. And both things were okay. Both things were okay. It was okay to be affirmed, but David did require and did ask Jonathan to go ahead and just make mention that he wasn't going to be at the table. So the second night comes of the feast. The first night, not a big deal. David's not there. The second night comes, and Saul just says, "Hey, where's David at? He should be here. He should be clean by now. He should be cleaned up, ready to go and stuff." And Saul and Jonathan said, yeah, he's not coming. Saul says, go get him so I can kill him. Go get him. This is your dad. This is your dad saying about your best friend that you would love, that you love beyond the ages. And he says, go get him because I'm going to kill him. And Jonathan's just like, no, not going to do it. Not going to do it. So Saul hurled, here it is, Saul hurled his spear at him, intending to kill his very own son. His very own son, Saul intended to kill. That's what crazy thoughts will do. It is what crazy thoughts will do. And so here it is. So Jonathan realized that his father was determined to kill David. And get this, I'm going to bring this Bible up here, hoping I can read it from this far away maybe. And here's the part about the table. So Jonathan left the table. He pushed himself away from the table. Fierce and, let me see here. Jonathan left the table in fierce anger and refused to eat on that day of the festival, for he was crushed by his father's shameful behavior. Isn't that just incredible? Sitting at a table where it's supposed to be fine dining, absolutely so much fun. You're in the presence of a king and everything, but you find out you're in the presence of someone who wants to kill your very best friend. And then that person wants to kill you as well. Wow, that is incredible. Now, Jonathan could have stayed at that table, family. He could have stayed there. He could have stayed there and adopted all those principles, all those ways, and kept adhering to his father's wishes, but he didn't. He just got up and he moved himself away from that table. And I truly believe with all my heart that God is asking us, to get up and move away from the table of preference, what we prefer for our lives, instead of what God prefers for our lives. You know, God's preferences for my life are different than the preferences He has for your life. God's called me to do different things, and He's called you to do different things. Therefore, some tables I don't get to sit down and rest at and enjoy, because He said, I don't want you to partake in that anymore. I don't want you to participate there anymore. And so I have to just push away, and I have to stay away. And that's okay. That's okay for me. But what I'm saying is God needs us to move. God has no problem moving at all. He has no trouble moving, but oftentimes we keep Him from moving in our lives more. He moves, He's always moving, but He can move more if we will just step aside, or if we'll just turn. If we'll just turn and eat from a different table. We are here for you, come and do what you do. We are here for you, come and do what you do. Set our hearts on you, come and do what you do, 'cause we need to move. We need you to move. We say, God, move. We allow you to move, 'cause this is what we want. Bodies to still be raised. Giants still being slain. God, we believe it. Oh yes, we can see your wonders are still what you do. Bodies are still being raised. Giants are still being slain. God, we believe it. Oh yes, we can see the wonders are still what you do. Miracles happen when you move. Healing comes when you move. Miracles happen when you move. Healing, it happens when you move. Miracles happen when you move. Healing, it manifests when you move. And miracles happen when you move. Heaven, it's open when you move. This is your move. This is your move. You move from Germany to America, to Alaska, to Antarctica, to Alaska, to Germany, to India. You go everywhere, God. The names just don't even come. To China, to everywhere, God. You move. You absolutely move, and we just thank you. So we are here for you. Come and do what you do. Set our hearts on you. Come and do what you do, 'cause we need to move. You know, I was even thinking about the table, that people think you have to be so serious all the time, you can never have fun. And you might need to take a move from the table of all serious to that table of playfulness that we can hear in the background. We can't even hear the birds, but we hear the children in the background. And some of us have just been playing for a little too long. We have been. And sometimes God's just saying, hey, I need you to move back. Just pull yourself back from that playfulness. Pull yourself back from saying those words that kind of injure, that are that are kind of cutting into other people. Because I can tell you this, family, I used to be a person long time ago where I would people would say things and I'd make fun, I'd make light of it, where I thought it was just funny, just light and everything, and I wasn't trying to make fun of them. But I actually lost a girlfriend that way. I actually lost a friend because she said, you know, Wendy, you really don't edify me and I really can't be around you anymore. Whoa, that is crushing. That leaves a mark. That was a line that I said I will never cross that line again after that, and I never regained her friendship. You know, even though she loves God, all that kind of stuff, I apologized and everything, but it was just a place I guess I had wounded her a little too much, and I just didn't, I had no idea. So if someone's wounding you, please let them know. Please let them know so they can choose to do better. I had no idea, and I would have changed in a moment, because I did. I changed in a moment because my heart is never to wound anyone. My heart never wants to wound or hurt or injure. It does sometimes, and then I stand corrected, or I sit corrected. I just get corrected, and I'm okay with that. If a person has loved me, I am willing to receive their correction. Absolutely, 100%. And so anyway, so I just want to say that if you've been giving people a hard time, and that's what you do, and it's usually at their expense, you might want to just pull that back, dial it back, or just stop doing it altogether and live a life of building people up instead of tearing people down. Because the life of building people up is a life that is so transformative for yourself and for others, that you just don't allow a word that come out of your mouth that is an ill word that's spoken against someone else. You just don't allow it. You don't. You absolutely won't allow it. You know that you are accountable for every single word that you say, because when we stand before the Lord at the end of our days, He's going to say, "This is what you said." You know, and He's not going to be mean about it. He's just going to bring to account. He's going to say, "This is what you said." And I would rather stand before Him and say, I truly, in many years of my life, have truly tried to do everything I can to not wound or injure a person at all. At all. That is like a very strong thing, because if I wound someone intentionally or unintentionally, that is not the heart of Father. That is not the heart of the one that I am extending myself outward to be. And so with that, we can say, what is the song that I was just thinking of? Change my heart, oh God, make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God, may I be like you. You are the potter, and I am the clay. Mold me and make me. This is what I pray. Change my heart, oh God, make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God, my God, may I be like you. You are the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me. This is what I pray. You are the potter, I am the clay. Mold me and make me. This is what I pray. Change my heart, oh God, oh, make it ever true. Change my heart, oh God, may I be like you. our prayer. Right, family? That's our prayer. Wow. That presence that just rested, that just settled. Wow. Do you feel that? Wow. Wow. That is amazing. I love, love, love His presence. Hey family, thanks so much for joining me here tonight on Praise on Your Porch, Wiesbaden. And because you welcomed me, I welcome you, and I welcomed you. Sorry, I got a little twisted. And so what I'm doing is I'm just leaving you my blessing, the one that God said I get to bring to you because you opened your heart to me, you opened your gates to me. So because you did, you allowed us in, and we get to just drop it down. There it is. It's yours. We pick it up just like Ruth did. We pick up those bundles of blessings. Yes, we do. We pick them up. We pick up those blessings. Yes, we do. We pick them up. We pick them up. God, we just thank you for the blessings that you give us to give you. And I thank you for blessing me as well. You guys are really tremendous. I love you, my family. My Praise on Your Porch family. Just love you so much. And I just want to let you know that, man, I love you guys so much. I see you, I celebrate you, and you are enough. God sees you. God celebrates you. And you, my family, you are enough. Yes, you are. You are enough.